Do you ever have one of those days where it's just not going very well? Every game you land into ends up being corrupted somehow. You can't catch a break no matter what you do. And just when you think it can't get any worse... Well, I made a decision that the next game was going to be different. No matter what happened, I was not going to allow another loss. So it began with me, hungry for blood, pinging that hot zone like a motherfucker in the hope that the Jumpmaster would be in favour of an action-packed game. He wasn't. He wanted to land on the far side of the frickin' map, but our other teammate decided that he wasn't having any of that shit and pinged the supply ship. He launched solo as if to say, "Fuck you, pal, I'm not looting toilet pumps all day." And I pinged it too in the hope that we could all stay together. Volko finally jumped and made his way towards the ship. Trajectory seemed fine, I thought, but then as we prepared to land, the game decided to shit on me once again, this time with server lag. A weird kind of slow motion rubber banding that felt like you were just running in curdled shite. And my only hope was that it was happening to everyone else, which I think it was, but by the time I'd got down, smashed that bastard bot, got myself a nice backpack, the lag had disappeared. Unfortunately, so did one of our teammates. Normally you would expect this kind of thing to happen once someone's cock gets blown off in a firefight and they rage quit without waiting, but it seemed like the lag was perhaps too much for him and Volko fucked off just as it started to get better for the rest of us. Warmth and security filled my heart when I got myself a peacekeeper, once again feeling in the prime position for shooting balls from bags. I was determined that we weren't going to lose another game just because we were a man short. I'd had enough beatdowns in a day to last me a freaking lift. Okay, just a normal day, but it felt worse than usual, and we weren't going to give up without a war. So with renewed vigor, I punched a tunnel through the fabric of reality and ascended the long rope to the watchtower. But we were not alone. Smile and Run. What an ironic name for a fucking donkey. Well, I just found the 3 players on this planet who are worse at this game than I am, but there was no time to celebrate. I had to loot fast and get Smile and Run back on his feet. Once he landed, we made a run for the death boxes to get a foothold on the next phase of this game. Having a portal at our backs in the event we got jumped seemed like a really good idea. And no sooner I was thinking that when... cover fire laid down so Smile could loot, but once the grenade landed, it was time to go. I waited for my comrade. He was taking a while, but... no, he wasn't going to show. Thinking the enemy could be waiting at the exit of the portal, I had to run back up the hill to help. Too late. Donkey Boy was down again. I had to find a way to somehow help him, or at least if I couldn't, I would get his box, and... hang on, maybe I was the donkey here, fleeing through the portal like a little bitch while Smile was standing there fighting like a warrior, and... yeah, it didn't matter now, did it? He gave up. I was on my own now, and 1v3 against an enemy on superior position was not something I wanted to deal with right now, so it was time for a tactical retreat. Licking my wounds, running as fast as I could to the water treatment, I was playing it over and over again in my head. I should have stayed. I should have swung my microphone around and spoken to him, but I was jamming my face full of Doritos, and Mother always told me never to speak with my mouth full, unless it was to call someone a cunt. Better news though was that irritating bot yielded purple armor, and I hid inside the room underneath, contemplating my strategy. The only way to win a game right now would be to catch 2 teams fighting each other and then rush them. There was no other way, because it's not like I'm ever going to get lucky enough to find another team of 3 losers who are about as useful as a clarinet in a gunfight. So the plan was set. The circle was closing in fast. It was time to find my victims. At the edge of the zone, the conditions were set. I was ready to strike. I saw them going in. Same strategy as before. A portal at my back. Let's go! Fuck! Didn't see her there. Goddamn chameleon! Whiffed another shot. Time to go. I fell between the crack, rimming it like a true fuckwit, and I thought the enemy would catch up to see my portal escape, so I went underneath. They didn't see it. Time for a risky heal. We're all good, because if it failed, I'd be getting fucked right now with a capital fuck. Well, what did you think was gonna happen? Another Apex Tales ends in a medical victory? No,